And sometimes you don't even know that you're hidden. Sometimes you just think that people are overlooking you, and you feel like, oh, maybe I wasn't good enough, or and you find like people aren't appreciating who you are, or you know, the person that you are. Like, you invest so much of yourself into someone else, and you just are continuously putting yourself out there and hoping that this person or the next person is going to be the person that you end up with. But at the end of the day, most of the time, God is really hiding you. And you have to accept that. I remember, like, a while back, I had this dream. And in the dream, it was like some guys that I dated. And I just would see God, like, taking them away from me, taking them away from me. And I'm just like, well, God, what did I do? What am I doing wrong? Why? And it was like all like exes or something. And I would, figure out like, why? Is there something wrong with me? Am I cursed? Like, what is it that is not God? God is not allowing this to happen. What is it about me? What's going on? And it took me like maybe some years later for me to realize, like, that was not God punishing me. That was not God trying to take something good from me. That was God protecting me. That was God loving me. That was God being jealous for me. So, and don't think that when God removes somebody out of your life that it's to hurt you. Like, yeah, it may hurt initially, but it's really to help you and to guard you. Because if he allows somebody that's not purpose for your life in your life, they may possibly you may possibly never get to where God is trying to take you. You may not ever connect with that person that God ordained for you to be with. And if you hold on to that, you don't know what type of hurt, type of relationship that you could have. Even if I look back at how I was in relationships, like, I had some kind of toxic behaviors, not in a sense where I'm like, fighting nobody or nothing like that, but and I realized that I put so much and I invest so much into a person that all they was doing was just taking advantage of what I was giving them for free. Okay? So just know that when God is hiding you, it's not to harm you, but it's to show you love and show you that he's jealous for you. And when I say that in meaning is, he loves you so much that for one, he doesn't want you to put anybody before him, but he also doesn't want anybody to come into your life and hurt you to the point where you can't be who He created you to be, because God did create us to love. God did create us to be Him in the earth. And you won't be able to have that fullness of who you are if you get with someone that doesn't allow your growth, doesn't allow, especially your growth in God, or doesn't even value that part of you. Like, I remember I was in a relationship and I was talking to this guy, and I liked him and he liked me, but he didn't value the fact that I had a relationship with God. Like, it wasn't like he was trying to hinder me from going to church or nothing like that, but he didn't, it wasn't important to him. It wasn't important to him to have a girlfriend, or maybe even a future spouse that prays or that worships. Like, it wasn't important to him. And when you get with the right person, they will value everything about you, even the bad things, but they will value those things about you that make you unique. So just don't put yourself on discount. Like, just because you want to be loved, just because you want to have somebody, just because you won't be like everybody else, because you want people to think a certain way about you. At the end of the day, you being with someone does not reflect on God's love for you. Or it doesn't, you being with someone doesn't validate that you're worthy of love. That's what I'm trying to say. So, y'all, I hope this encouraged y'all. I hope this encouraged y'all to wait. I hope this encouraged y'all to be okay with being hidden. Because a lot of the times when you are hidden, or when you try to come out of hiding, you are allowing yourself to be placed in a position that someone can use you, someone can take advantage of you, someone can see some of the things that you don't even see in yourself, and and try to use those things for their purposes. It could be somebody using you for money. It could be somebody using you for sex. It could be somebody using you for your gifts. And if you don't know who you are and they know who you are, maybe that's a terrible place to be. Because they could take all of that and just, I just, when I'm thinking about it, I just see somebody just selling you. And maybe not necessarily in the sense of being prostituted, but basically being prostituted in a way that they can see everything about you. They can see how blessed you are. They can see how favored you are by God. They can see your gifts and your talents. And that's one thing, like, that always comes to my mind, is that if you don't know who you are, you don't know your gifts, your talents, you can't see the preciousness that God placed on the inside of you, you will connect yourself with somebody that will take advantage of you. They will sell you